Hello, all my orbitches. And yes, today is a very strange day because I never thought I'd make a video like this. But you know what? I've been seeing so many people make unpopular K-pop opinions. Now, I'm sorry that I can't give you clips or whatever. My editing, I can't afford good software, and I don't have the time to edit a video the way that most people can with those clips and shit, the way that they do. Like, I just don't have time. I can talk, but I don't have time to edit. You know what I mean? Like right now, as we speak, if my voice gets distorted or whatever, or sounds hollowed out, or sounds echoey, I'm walking around my room getting ready for a job interview. That's how busy I am, okay? Like, it really is how busy I am. But I wanted to put out this Luna video because, A, we're in the middle of a fucking drought. I'm suffering because this drought is so long. It's been 3 weeks. I'm just kidding. But, like, Luna Studio is going to come out soon, and I just wanted to give some unpopular opinions on my side of things. Because I feel like people just think that just because they're my ult group, I can't criticize them, and that's not true. I think constructive criticism and unpopular opinions actually can make a group's projects even better. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started with these unpopular Luna opinions. Number one, I think that Egoist is their best title track. Now, I know so many people are going to be like, but Eclipse exists. Singing in the Rain exists. Love Cherry Motion exists. And yeah, those are all good. Those are all great. Okay? Don't get me wrong. I don't know how unpopular of an opinion this is, but like, Egoist is just my favorite title track that Luna has ever made, ever. Because as a title track, it's just so powerful. I don't know if it's because of the fact that it was the final member and they made it so epic because it was the final member or what. But I just really love Egoist so much. It's so powerful and it's so unique for like a girl group song. You know what I mean? Like all the other Luna songs I could imagine a girl group doing. But Egoist, I was like, dude, was this originally composed for a boy group? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that it's better because of that. In my opinion, the fact that it's Olivia Hay and Jinsol makes it 10 times better than if a boy group would have done it. I don't know why. No offense to boy groups, but it just sounds like something that I wouldn't have imagined a girl group tackling. Kind of like CLC's Black Dress. Like, Black Dress is underrated because, like, I don't normally imagine a bunch of girls doing that concept in terms of K-pop because they just don't really do it that often. So I was really, honestly, kind of shook by the fact that Olivia and Jinsol got that song. I wasn't imagining them to get that song. The synth breakdown is amazing, and everything about it is wonderful. So as a title track, it's Luna's best song in terms of title track. Like, I love all the other songs and title tracks, but, like, I don't know. And maybe there's a little bit of bias in there because Olivia Hay is my ulti bias, but, like, even before she became my ulti bias, I was like, this is the best title track I've ever heard from Luna ever. Like, it's so good. It's so good. I don't know how to describe it. It's so good. Number two. This one might be unpopular for a number of reasons, but Stylish is Luna's best song ever, period. I don't know if they're even going to be able to top Stylish. To be honest, I was kind of surprised Stylish was not even the title track. That's how good it is. Like, don't get me wrong, all the songs on Plus Plus are great. But Stylish just blew everything out of the fucking water. It's so fucking beautiful. I, like, cried the first time I heard it. Like, I did an initial album reaction, and, like, I was, like, so fucking shook. Like, damn, the harmonies, the way that they the way that they made it, like, kind of a balladish song, but it wasn't even a ballad song. Like, how do you do that? How do you make it such an emotional song, but it's not a ballad? It has so much emotion in it. I, like, couldn't even comprehend. And it's been so long since I felt that way about an electronic song, because usually they're bops or whatever. But, like, none of them really make me that emotional. And fucking Stylish did. So Stylish did the damn thing. Number 3, people are just mad about Loona being so successful that they're trying to tear the Orbit fandom down. Listen, I know K-pop fandoms, okay? I know them like the back of my hand. And this isn't the first time I've seen a fandom get criticized before just because they stand a smaller group and other people don't agree with it. Armies also went for the same thing. So it's kind of ironic that some Twitter armies are actually like attacking Loona's fan base and Loona themselves just because it's a smaller group with a big kind of vocal fan base. Now don't get me wrong. I have met toxic orbits here and there. Toxic orbits exist. I'm not going to sit here and say toxic orbits don't exist, because they do. If you say that they don't, you don't know what you're talking about, fam. They exist. I'm not going to deny that. But the K-pop community overgeneralizes orbits so much that I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Do y'all have lives? Like, there's that whole hashtag on Twitter, which now people are trying to make it into the Orbit genocide hashtag now. Like, that helps anybody. That just makes you just as bad as the people that did it, by the way. But most of those people were trolls. As in, like, people who didn't even stan Loona. Like, and they were just using Loona as a bad name. And, you know, like, Orbits explained this, and they said sorry for it, even though it wasn't our faults. It wasn't our damn faults. But yet, people still want to make Orbits out to be the most toxic fandom to ever exist ever. And that's not true. Also, one thing I never, ever, ever, ever understood. I get annoyed when any fandom does it, but there's so much emphasis put on the whole Stan Loona thing. Like, oh my god, they're so toxic because they say Stan Loona everywhere, which once again, the people who have done Stan Loona on, like, death posts and stuff have mainly been trolls that didn't even stan Loona, but just put Loona as their icon so that they could troll people. Those people exist. People don't check people's profiles and see if they actually talk about the group that they're talking about. Like, if they actually tweet or keep up with the group that they're talking about. They just look at the profile picture and they're like, oh, okay, that must be a Loona stan for sure. Yep, 100%. Like, bitch. That's like what's happening with Twice right now with the Yes or Yes promotions, where, there's so many armies that are just saying, good job, Twice, because not all armies, but I'm just saying there's so many, like, troll armies that are saying that they stand Twice, and they're like, oh yeah, Twice, good, beat EXO, because they just want EXO to be beat, but come around and they probably won't support Twice again. Like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Just get a life, really. But my whole point with this is that this is unpopular opinion number 4. It just attaches to unpopular opinion number 3. I never understood why people got so mad over the Stan Loona thing anyways. Like, I understand getting mad in the sense of it being on a post that's not related to them, or a post that's like, how do you describe it? A post that's like, you know, not even, like, that has K-pop in it, but, like, it's not related to Loona at all. Like, I understand that aspect of it, and I don't like it when people do that in any fandom. But what I don't get is why Loona's fandom gets so much emphasis on it when every fandom does it. Like, every fandom says Stan Loona. I've seen people say Stan, but just for their group. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying everyone says Stan Loona, no. I'm saying that everyone says Stan blah blah blah, support blah blah blah. Like, on posts and shit that are related to their artists, or sometimes even unrelated. I remember when DIA's comeback was coming out, and they spammed on Loona's post. You know what I did? I didn't get mad. I just ignored it, because I didn't give a fuck. Who the fuck cares? Just don't look at the comment. It's that simple. people act so pressed when they can just block the word. Now, if someone DMs them to stan Loona, like, annoyingly, then that's one thing. But, like, you know, if they don't, then I just don't understand the big issue of this whole stan Loona thing. Like, every fandom does it. People just want to act like that their fandom is innocent when really they've probably said stan my group in the past. It's just tea. I'm just being honest, okay? Number 5 might get me in trouble with Orbits, but just hear me out, okay? Just hear me out. I don't know if anybody else feels this way about Loona, but Jinso's Singing in the Rain choreography, we need to talk about that. I'm kind of glad that it didn't get a choreo version, because the hype that dance got, okay, like, everyone hyped it up to be this big, massive thing. Now, in the MV, it looked pretty cool because, you know, the angles they were shooting it at, you know what I mean, like, they had those angles where it made it look real crisp and clean and good. And then I saw the live stage for it, and Jisoo did great. But it's very obvious that they made that choreography for her when she was still learning how to do choreography better. It's so bland and boring compared to the actual song. Like, they use the props in, like, the laziest ways they could have used the props. And all this bullshit. And it's not me trying to be mean, because I love Jisoo. And I love Singing in the Rain, the song. I just don't think it fits the song at all. You know what I mean? And I feel like so many people just overhyped the shit out of it. Because the song was really good. And Singing in the Rain is great, but, yeah, I don't know. It's just, Singing in the Rain was great, but I'm just not that big of a fan of, I'm not that big of a fan of the choreography. You know what I mean? Like, the choreography is okay. Like, it's not the best thing I've ever seen. I just don't know why it was hyped up so much. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, I would rather see a choreo version of Egoist or One and Only, because from the way that they've presented it in the music video and in the Fact and Star, when they did it on Fact and Star, when I saw them do it on Fact and Star, it made me like 10 times more interested to see the choreography because it looked so crisp and clean and like it fit the song perfectly. You know what I mean? Like, there's choreography that fits the song perfectly. But, you know, I just felt like Singing in the Rain didn't do it for me. Like, you know, Eclipse is iconic, right? Like, Singing in the Rain's only iconic move to me was like that one little arm thing. Like, because they all do it whenever it's like in any part of the song, and that's the only part I felt like that fit, really. But the rest of it, I was underwhelmed, to say the least. I'm not saying it in a mean way, because I love Jinsol and I love Loona. They're my ult group. But, you know, I am going to be honest with choreography and shit. The best music video for Loona is Love Forever. Like, I love Hi. I love Favorite. I love all their music videos. But Love Forever is the prettiest music video I've ever seen in 2018. Like, it's so fucking beautiful. Like, the visuals are stunning. The colors are, like, perfectly coordinated and balanced. Like, you can tell how they made everything look so great. It didn't look bland or boring the whole time watching. They just made every scene look more and more interesting. And I also love the whole creepy and cute side. Like, it was so cute. But then there was this dark tone throughout the whole thing, and it got real creepy towards the end. I just love that shit. Love Forever deserved, like, Video of the Year or whatever the fuck. Because, like, that shit is beautiful. It deserved awards for how pretty that music video was. And no one can tell me otherwise. No one can sit here and say that it didn't deserve it, because the directing and everything for it was just perfect, and I love that video. And so many people were bothered that there was a white woman there, or they were like, "Who's this white bitch? Why is she here?" But honestly, I just thought that she did a really good job acting. To be honest, like, YY is pretty good at acting kind of serious. I don't know. I think Wawa Bawa is good at acting. That's another unpopular opinion, I guess. Wawa Bawa is good at acting. Yeah, the Nature Republic commercial, they were a little bit awkward. But everything else they've acted in terms of their MVs and shit, they've done a really fucking good job at acting. So good. I do want to see... And this is another unpopular opinion. I guess unpopular opinion number, I think we're on like number 7 or 8. I don't fucking know. Number 7, I'm going to say, is... I think YY should have a season of Womana. Now, if you don't know what Womana is, basically it's this web drama that Loona had in the past. Now, they haven't done a season with YY yet, but they have done one with Loona 1/3 without Yojin, and then Loona... Oh, with Yojin. Sorry, I don't know why I said without. Yojin was in there. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm not a fake stan, I swear. I just forgot for 2.5 seconds, and then I was like, oh shit, yeah, that's right, she was Hasel's little sister. But, anyways, an OEC did one. I know so many people probably don't want to do it because they're like, Wawa Bawa is the gayest subunit, which I have heard that a lot, that Wawa Bawa is the gayest subunit. But I don't like to assume idol sexualities anyways. If I assume any of them, it would probably be bisexual because, like, I don't fucking know if they're straight or gay. I don't know. I don't really assume sexualities. I can ship straight and gay ships because I am by myself. Like, hello. But, you know, like, I don't really like assuming idol sexualities anyways. Like, I can have gay and straight ships, but I don't take it too seriously. Like, I think there are a lot of ships that are really cute, but I'm not going to sit here and say for sure that they're fully real. That they're, like, actually together and that they're actually gonna get married and shit, because I'm like, no. Also, I don't like it when people take it too seriously to the point where they message the idols, like, bitch, what are y'all doing? I should stop doing that, please. Like, I beg of you, stop bothering the idols with your shipping problems. Weirdos, like, don't force it on them. I don't know. But, anyways, as a shipper, you know, I can kind of understand why some people would be like, Womana is cringy because they're gay. But, like, at the same time, I'm like, I don't know if they are gay, though. You know, I think they do a lot for the gay community. I think they do a lot for the LGBT community, but I'm not going to sit here and say that they're gay themselves. I don't know. But, point is that, I love YY, and I would just love to see how they act in Womana. Like, I think it would be kind of cute to see them all act in it, because, I don't know, I think it's interesting. I think Womana is an interesting concept, and I would like to see another season with YY acting in it. But not right now, because YY has been through so much shit. Okay, like, they have the busiest schedule out of all of them, because at least the rest of them got somewhat of a break in between times. Like, YY just went, like, solo. Subunit debut, bam. OT12 debut, bam. We got maybe another YY repack because it was taken off of iTunes. Beauty and the Beat was taken off of iTunes. And so you can't buy it anymore. What does that mean? That probably means a repack because they did the same thing for OEC in 1/3. You know, like, bam, bam. Like, they just have such a busy schedule already. I'm kind of like, you know, if they wanted to take a break, they could. You know, I mean, in the future, if they ever wanted to do it, I wouldn't be against it because I think that the whole concept is interesting anyways. If they're bad at acting, I can cringe but also laugh with them, like OEC. But if they're good at acting like Loona 1/3, I'll actually get invested. Sorry, it's true. It's really true. Number 8. I think we're on number 8. This one is gonna get me in trouble with Eve stans, okay? New is the weakest Loona song. I know, okay? Look, listen, I'm not saying it's a bad song, okay? It's like a 6, which for me is good. It's a good song. It's a good, solid song, you know? It's good. But is it the Loona song that I, like, gravitate towards when I listen to them? No. Is it, like, the last one that I listen to whenever I listen to Loona on, like, playlists and shit? Yes. I love Eve so much. And, like, D1 is, like, up in, like, my top 20 Luna songs. So, like, it's not Eve or her voice, because I love her voice. But I just think it's the most, like, I think it's the most plain. You know, it's, like, the most predictable one out of all the Luna songs. Like, I knew exactly where it was gonna go. Like, the bass was real good, but, like, just because it has a real good bass, it doesn't make it more complex or interesting. It's a solid song. I can still listen to it. I still like it. But it's not my go-to Luna content, you know? It's, like, more or less like the one that I listen to after I listen to a bunch of my fave Luna songs. You know, another unpopular opinion. I know so many people rave about Luna 1/3's album being, like, super, super, like, underrated. And, like, it is, okay? Luna 1/3's project is underrated. And OEC's is highly praised. But I feel like Beauty and the Beat does not get enough respect from the Orbit community. Beauty and the Beat is such a good album. It was, like, my favorite album before Plus Plus came out. Like album-wise, like, it was my favorite album. Like, Why 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 is my favorite subunit, not just because Olivia's in there, but also just all the songs are bops. Like, every time I go back to Luna, like, listening to them and shit, the first thing I try to listen to the most is, like, Plus Plus, and then I'll go to, like, Olivia's songs, and then I'll go straight to Why Why Why's songs. Like, those, and Kim Lip's solo, but you know what I mean. Like, those Why 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 songs are so fucking good, it hurts. It hurts my soul. And I just feel like it doesn't get enough appreciation, because it's got so many, like, vocal layering, harmonies and shit. It all sounds so smooth. Everything feels right in the album. Like, you just feel like a comforting blanket is surrounding you. Which brings me to my next unpopular opinion, like, number 10. What are we on? Tell me in the comments. Are we on 10 or 9? Rendezvous 18.6Y is an underrated Luna song. It's so underrated. Am I the only one who thinks Rendezvous 18.6Y is severely underrated and deserves more? Or it's 16.8. I can't remember if it's 18.6 or 16.8. I'm pretty sure it's 18.6, but I'm not sure. Like, it's such a criminally underrated song, it hurts my soul. I don't understand. Like, at first I thought One Way was gonna be my fave Beauty and the Beat song, and for a little bit it was. But Rendezvous, like, 18.6Y just kicked me in the ass and went like, yeah, no, this is your favorite Why 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 song. It's so good. Like, the guitar is so good. I love the way that they sing. They all have falsettos and really nice notes. Their harmonies in that song, oh, fucking perfect. And then, like, Eve's, like, high note, it's just so fucking beautiful, and I don't understand why no one really talks about it. Like, I'll see so many people, like, talk about One Way, or even Frozen. Like, people say Frozen's underrated. No. Rendezvous 18.6Y is always forgotten about, and I don't know why. And my next unpopular opinion might be unpopular because, I don't know, this might be my final one for this video, because I usually like my videos to stay under 30 minutes, but if I had to say who the best vocalist in Luna is, it's Hustle. I know so many people say it's Chu, okay, and I think Chu is really fucking amazing. Like, she's really good. Like, all of Luna's vocalists are really solid and really good. Like, they could all be leads if they wanted to, at the very least. You know what I mean? Like, they all have such a unique vocal tone and can hit so many nice notes. Like, I don't know. I can't. But, Hustle is definitely, like, the most underrated singer in the group. I don't care what anybody says. I need more appreciation for Hustle's voice. I need more appreciation for her visuals, and I need more appreciation for just her in general, because, like, Let Me In kind of proves how great her range is. Like, she can go really low and then go really high, and her opera experience probably puts her at an advantage against most of the members. But I don't give a fuck. Like, her voice is so versatile. She can do so much with it. She can belt like crazy. Like, bitch, I hope BBC gives her more lines on the next album because she deserves a lot more. Like, I know they don't have fixed positions, so technically she doesn't have to be a main vocal. But, you know, at least give her some lead vocal lines or whatever. Like, if you didn't know that already, LOONA has no fixed positions, which means that they could all be main vocals at one point. They could all be lead vocals at one point, main rappers, main dancers at one point. Like, it just depends on the comeback and what style it is, you know, who gets what amount of attention or whatever. I just feel like Hustle deserves a little more lines. Now, am I going to sit here and say that she was deprived the whole album? Not really, because she did get a lot of memorable lines and, like, stylish and shit. I just think she was deprived more in the title tracks than she was in the B-sides, because she was actually very prominent in the B-sides for the most part. But in the title tracks, definitely she did get deprived. And I feel like, and maybe like LOONA the Ballad, she'll probably get more of a chance to shine. But if I had to say who really got deprived in that whole scenario, it was definitely Vivi, Hyunjin, and Gohan. Because I'm not going to say Yeojin, because Yeojin at first I was like, Yeojin got deprived. But in the B-side, she's very prominent. Like, as in, like, she's there a lot. Like, she sings a lot in there. And I'm like, damn Yeojin. Like, what the fuck? You snapped, but what the fuck? Gohan got barely anything. Vivi got barely anything. And Hyunjin got, like, the least. And I'm like, well then. Y'all hate Hyunjin's voice, apparently, BBC. I don't... Like, I feel so bad for her. She deserved a little more. Because I like her voice in certain parts. But... You know, I understand it is kind of hard anyways to divide between 12 girls. Like, I think people forget how hard that is. Like, you have to give lines to 12 girls. Like, that's hard. But, anyways, that's it for this Unpopular LOONA Opinions video. If you want me to make any other groups Unpopular Opinions video, because I do have unpopular opinions about groups, then you can comment down below. But... yeah, you know, like, I don't mind sharing opinions. I feel like sharing opinions starts discussions, and it actually brings out a lot of sides to us that we should try to understand and mutually understand. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!